Hello everybody, this is 5-star General with turn number 9 for Japan. We have July 1940 and things are really starting to accelerate, so there are more battles on more areas in the game, and I think it's great to see some action finally. Alright, so this might be a long turn as I have many combat moves and other stuff to do. Let's do things first. I am declaring war on the Commonwealth and the United States. So this is the declaration of war, and I have to check out some things here. First of all, on the national reference sheet we have the wartime income. Oh, sorry, it's not that. The peacetime income. Sorry, peacetime income. Japan declares war on British Commonwealth. 5D12. I think I will just roll it right away because I assume that United States will reach wartime income after that roll. Just a second here. So we just do it right away. 5D12. I think United States is currently at 48, if I remember correct. So just 15 points are necessary. Yeah, and United States finally got the wartime income 1110. So much more than the necessary points. So the United States will move from 48 to 60, where is it? 63, joining the Germans right here. All right, so there are other things which happen now with this declaration of war. For the United States, we have the special ability to mobilize the American Army Nation Guard. So as soon as the United States is at war with major power, place 4 infantry in the place unit box, which I did over there. And you can also see we have a couple of carriers, in total 3 light carriers and 1 fleet carrier. The fleet carrier is on the setup chart from the beginning of the game. And if we study the national reference sheet, we can see that as soon as we are at war with United States, I will receive a light carrier on the place unit box and 2 light carriers on position number 2, which are here already. All right. One more thing for the Japanese, as we have declared war on the United States and the Commonwealth as well. Just one is necessary to get the special ability of the surprise attack, so I will have 1 surprise attack in this turn. I will come to that later when we come to the combat moves. Just I want to keep that in mind. And then we also have the kamikaze attacks available now because USA has reached wartime income. So I get these 6 tokens, which I have right here. I'm using the ones from Axis and Allies Global 40. All right. Having said that, we also have now the tech rolls. So I have reached already wartime income. I hope that I will get improved factories this turn. It's at stage 3, so I have the chance to get it done this turn. My second roll will be for improved constructions. I'm currently at stage 2. All right. Let's move to the tech rolls. The first tech roll will be improved factories, 7 or higher. I got an 8, beautiful. That was really important for this turn. The next one will be improved construction. Of course, this is also super important for me. 7 or higher. And got a 10. So 100% successful rate here. Let's go there. Improved construction goes up by 1, and I will reach the last stage here, or it's completed now, the improved factories, which is great because I can use it this turn already. So let me just add one more unit here. Okay, let's take a look at my buys. I have 47 IPP to spend from last turn. I will get a minor factory because this will be placed in Siam. It is a little bit more expensive, so instead of 8 IPP it costs 9 IPP. I will buy a tactical bomber for 11, so that's 20. Then 2 destroyers, both together 14, so together with factory and tac bomber we have 34. Then we have a militia upgrade and 2 militias for 6, so that's in total 40. I will buy a cavalry for 3 and a mechanized infantry for 4. That will leave me 0, so I will spend all my IPP this turn. Okay, so these are the buys. Tech rolls we already did. Let's proceed with combat moves. My first combat move, and I mentioned it earlier that I have a surprise attack. I will use the surprise attack on the Battle of Philippines, so attacking the Americans there. I will use, let's get a little bit closer here. So in Sea Zone 99 over there we have a tac bomber and a fighter from Sea Zone 99 on the carrier, flying to 90, attack Philippines, and they will land then in Sea Zone 90 later with the non-combat moves. Alright, what else do we need? We need 2 Marines, and I will use the Marines from Amur. So the Amur Marine will go on 1 destroyer. The destroyer has an additional move, so instead of 3 I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will reach island of the Philippines. The second destroyer in Sea Zone 17 will move to 38, pick up the Marine over there. Will also have a move of 4, so second is 54, 89 and 90. Second Marine right here. I will also use the destroyer in Sea Zone 56, so at the bay of at the Tokyo Bay here. He has an additional move for the harbor, so in total instead of 4 we have 5 movement. 38, 54, 89, I will pick up a infantry from my task marker, what is in Kwangtung. 1 infantry, join the battle on the Philippines, so this destroyer take the infantry and unload it to the Philippines. Then I want to have some shore bombardment, and you see we have the task marker number 3 right here. On this task marker we do have 2 battleships right here, and both of them will move to Sea Zone 90 to perform the shore bombardment right here. In addition we have 2 torpedo boat destroyer, 1 coastal sub and 4 transporter. We will need these ones later, but that's the Battle of the Philippines. Alright, the next one. I want to attack the fleet at Hawaii, and I want to use the light cruiser from Sea Zone 99, so this one. It's no additional move, so there's no surprise attack, so I will just move 1 to 100, 2 to 95, and I will attack the destroyer right here, together with the submarine from Sea Zone 56, so it will move 1, 2, 3 and 4. I will have a harbor, or I have a harbor, sorry, in Tokyo. So I have enough movement points. So these 2 units will attack the destroyer in Sea Zone 68 in front of Hawaii. Alright. The next battle will be in New Guinea, New Britain. So these 2 will be attacked with a single transporter from Sea Zone 88. So I use 1 transporter from this task marker. He will move one to sea zone 90, two to sea zone 98, and another one to 126, picking or unloading 2 infantry. So one infantry goes to New Guinea, the other one to New Britain, getting me another harbor here. So this is just a walk-in, so I can immediately change the ownership from ANZAC to Japan. All right, next will be Battle of Borneo. Oh, sorry, not Borneo. I will leave Borneo for a later turn, maybe. Let's see. No, I don't want to attack Borneo. I want to attack Burma. Burma, we have this single Gurkha, and as long as he's alone, I want to use that opportunity to attack him. I will use a destroyer from sea zone 89, so one from these destroyers here, picking up 1 infantry from Kwangtung, so I will just move down 1 sea zone to 88, pick up a infantry and move then to 122 and 87. Sorry, that was too much. 87. I will also add another transporter from sea zone 88, so another one from this task marker. Take one of these. Picking up 2, sorry, that was too bad. What I want to say is I want to pick up 2 SNLF, joining the attack on Burma. Let's see if we can close the Burma road here. Now I have destroyed the army in Kwangtung. All right, so 2 SNLF, 1 infantry to Burma. Then we have more combats to announce. Another one in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is the single FEC infantry. I will use a transporter from sea zone 88. Actually, it will stay in 88. I would just leave it there, that we know that this will be used. I am loading a SNLF from my Kwangtung marker, amphibious attack, together with an infantry, and also together with the fighter from, let's see, from Korea, I think. So this will be 1, 2, Hong Kong 3, and land in Kwangtung 4. So that will be the Battle of Hong Kong. All right, what else do we have? We have, oh, there is this transporter in sea zone 135 from FEC. I will use a light cruiser from sea zone 89. There's movement of 4, so this will be quite easy. This is 1 to 90, 2 to 124, 3 to 134, and another move to 35. So this is an auto kill. I can immediately remove transport here. Sorry, couldn't see it, but yeah. Here we are, light cruiser in 135. The next attack will be a walk-in in Russia. I will use 1 infantry from Jeddah, taking Barabarossa with 1 infantry. Let me replace the single infantry. Sorry for this shaky movement here. So this is 1 more for Barabarossa. I will count the IPP later at the end of the turn. So this is 1 more for Japan. We will also attack the Mongolians in Kerulan. So I have 2 infantry from Kerulan. I am using the cavalry from Rihi as well. And we have the fighter from Rihi. think that should be it. Yeah. All right. More combat moves. I forgot something. Yeah. We have shore bombardment in Hong Kong as well. Sorry, I didn't mention that. And I will use the battle cruiser, which is currently in 38. Moving down 1, 2, 3 to 88, joining the amphibious attack on Hong Kong. And one more ship will be moved for this attack. I will use the heavy cruiser. One of the 2 heavy cruisers from 99 will go back 1, 2, 3, joining the amphibious assault in Sea Zone 88 for Hong Kong. Let me check. So we have the amphibious assault at Philippines with shore bombardment. We have the shore bombardment in Hong Kong. I think that should be it. But I haven't announced the convoy raiding this turn. So convoy raiding, I will raid the convoy in Sea Zone 122. So the submarine will stay here. Now, I'm not entirely sure about how much IPP I can take away here. I remember the German sub already did something in the last round, so I have to rewatch, but we can still roll the convoy raiding in this sea zone, and the second convoy raid will be in the Atlantic. So I have 2 submarines in Sea Zone 80. As I understand correctly, I cannot be stopped from moving on Sea Zone 79 because there's no maritime air patrol here, so I can just move 1, 2 and 3 to Sea Zone 77, convoy raid the American line here, and in total I can take away 3 IPP from United States. Let's start with that maybe. Convoy raiding the United States, so I will have these 2 dice here. Sub modifier is +2. Let's see what we get. Nothing. Second submarine. Well, I really like to see the Japanese roundel here because it's just a beautiful die, but not in this roll. Okay, so no damage on the convoy line for the United States in the Atlantic. Let's do the second roll in the Pacific on Sea Zone 122. And here we can do some damage. So we have the convoy modifier. 3 will be turned into 5, so 2 damage for the Anzac or British line here. Let me add the Anzac die here. So the Anzac die will show a damage of 2, and I think the Commonwealth player, he can decide where to apply these 2 damage points, either to FEC or to Anzac. All right then, I think we can start rolling. So we perform both convoy raiding. So let's start with the Philippines. Philippines, okay, we have 2 shore bombardment, so they will be at roll at a 4 or less. We have 2 Marines. We have, let me just put the Marine onto the battle chart. We will have attack bomber and a fighter. And 1 infantry will join as well. Okay, so now we have the battle against a militia on the Philippines, as well as 1 infantry. But now the values will change a little bit. So because of the surprise attack, surprise attack provides us all enemy units receive a -1 defense on the first round. In addition, my Japanese aircraft gain first strike, which is great. I already mentioned the movement, but this is not necessary here anymore. So let's start with the shore bombardment. I really hope that my battleships will hit at least 1 maybe. Let's see. All right, 2 dice at a 4 or less. Nothing. Lovely. Okay. Next would be Tech Bomber with first strike ability 7 or less. That's a hit. Great. And my fighter also has first strike this turn, and okay, I cannot complain. This is beautiful. So there will be no defense roll for the United States. That means I will take Philippines with 2 Marines, 1 infantry, provide me 2 more IPP, but then again I will do that at the end of the turn. Okay, that was quick. Let's do the next one, which will be Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we have a battle cruiser. First, let me just put back the ships and the airplanes in season 90. Okay, battle cruiser and a heavy cruiser. And we have a infantry, we have a SNLF, which is attacking at 3, and we have also the fighter, and FECs defending with 1 infantry. All right, battle board looks like that. Hope you can see it right here. Let's start with the roll on the shore bombardment. So there is a battle cruiser, which means he hits at a 3 or less. That's a 1. Beautiful. So there will be no fight at all. The infantry is destroyed. So I am taking Hong Kong with 1 SNLF and an infantry. All right, then we have the next battle in Hawaii. Yeah, the sea battle, or the only navy battle this turn. That's a bit risky. So I have a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser attacking at a 5, submarine attacking at a 3, but without the first strike because the defender has a destroyer present. It will attack with a 4. Let's start with the light cruiser at a 5 or less. 6, no hit. Submarine, 3 or less. And it's a 5, no hits. And defending destroyer with a 4. And he scores. Okay, I will remove the submarine. So next round will be just my light cruiser hitting at a 5. That's a hit. Got a 5 here. And the destroyer, I hope he doesn't hit again. Yeah, it's a 10. So I have 1 casualty here, but I'm quite happy that I was able to remove the destroyer from the United States, because I think there will be much more in the future. So I'm happy that I could take out 1 of them. Yeah, with a heavy price tag, so I lose the submarine, and quite sure I will also lose the light cruiser in the next turn. But okay. Now we have, let me check. We had Philippines, Hong Kong, Burma. Burma is still the battle we need to roll. So Burma will be 2 SNLF. So that's quite a risky battle here, but I just wanted to give it a try, because Gurkha will be really painful for me to fight against in the future if there will be a stack of infantry or militia next to him. So I have no shore bombardment here, but I do have 2 SNLF hitting with a 3 or less. No hit scored. Damn, that's bad. The infantry hits at a 2 or less. A 3, that was close. No hit for Japan. And the Gurkha will defend with a 5 or less. No hit. Whew. was lucky. 2 SNLF. Again at A3 or less, no hit. Infantry A2, no hit. And the Gurkha. Again, 0 hit. Wow. Let's move on with the third round. SNLF. That's a hit. So we got a 3. So the SNLF scored, and now the Gurkha defense with a 10. Wow. So that was really good. I actually had a bad feeling about this, but I thought it might be great to get Burma this round to avoid any more Lend-Lease for KMT. So I will take Burma with 2 SNLF and 1 infantry. Alright, let me check for the combats. So I think this was now all we wanted to do. Yeah, I think that's it. So we can move on with the non-combat moves. Let me first start with the fighter from Hong Kong. So he will land on the task marker here, what you can see here. So there, at the moment we have 2 artillery, 1 militia, 1 infantry, 2 motorized, and a fighter. Now we also have, oh sorry, the cavalry is also on the task marker. I think I just flipped it when I touched the task marker. Alright, so non-combat move. Oh sorry, no, not non-combat move, sorry. Let's just keep the fighter. I forgot one thing in Russia up there. Oh, it's Mongolia. I wanted to attack Karulan with a fighter, a cavalry, and 2 infantry against a militia. So sorry for that. Let's start with the fighter. 6 LS, and that's a hit. So the militia is defending at a 2 or less, and there's also a hit. That means I will remove the attacking cavalry just to have more defense power here in central Mongolia. All right. We already did the walk-in. Sorry, I have flipped a militia in northern Manchuria. But I'm quite sure that this was the last battle here, so there's no battle in China whatsoever. But that also means I can proceed with non-combat moves. Now we do have a destroyer in Sea Zone 89. He will join the fleet in Sea Zone 126. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Joining the lone transporter here. And in addition to that, we will have the light carrier with the fighter moving also to Sea Zone 126. So the Americans cannot reach this sea zone, so I think it should be safe. Fleet carrier, of course, from 99 has to go to Philippines. So this is one move to 98 and another one to 90. I will use the task marker here at the end of the turn. Okay. We do have the heavy cruiser in 99. We'll move to Sea Zone 56, so it will just move up 1, 2, 3, 4, joining the first heavy cruiser in Tokyo or at Tokyo. We have, yeah, I think we have more units to move. On the task marker, oh, we still have 2 torpedo boat destroyer. Yeah, exactly. One of these torpedo boat destroyer will join the fleet in Sea Zone. Oh, sorry, that was. I think I made some wrong notes. Where is it? Yeah, I'm not sure if this is right, but I think one of those will be joining the fleet in Sea Zone 90. The second torpedo boat destroyer will be together with the destroyer and transport in Sea Zone 87. And then we have a transport which is still in Sea Zone 88. I haven't used it this turn. It will just stay here in 88. I think I can remove now the task marker because the fleet is now much smaller than before, leaving also the coastal submarine here. And the coastal submarine, could have used it this turn for convoy raiding. All right, let's just keep it there. Yeah, oh no, I will move it. No, I will keep it there in Sea Zone 88. All right, there's a lone transporter in Sea Zone 38. That's not a good idea to do. So it will move 1 to 54, 3 to, what is it? 89, and one more move to Sea Zone 90. You know what, let's just use the task marker in Sea Zone 90 because it's super crowded in here. So that means in the Sea Zone, let me sum it up real quick. So in total 3 destroyers, 1 transport, 1 torpedo boat destroyer, 2 battleships, 2 battleships and the fleet carrier are now in Sea Zone 90. Just put the task marker back on the board, like this. You can remove my reminder for the attacks here. Okay, more non-combat moves. We have 2 cavalries in Primorsky. Sorry, I forgot one thing. The transporter, which was in 38, he is not moving to 90. Sorry, I did a mistake here. It should have non-combat moved together with the Mountain Infantry from Primorsky 1, 2, 3, joining the fleet in 88 and unloading the Mountain Infantry to Kwangtung, of course. Another unit will go to Kwangtung. This is the Mountain Infantry from Amur. It will just use the rail movement all the way down to Kwangtung, so via Nanking and Yunnan and Guizhou. Yunnan directly to Kwangtung. So I have a second mountaineer in Kwangtung. So let's see if we can add some more. I think for Kwangtung, this is it. Of course, the cavalry from Rihi goes, from Peking, goes up 1, 2 to Western Manchuria. The 2 cavalry from Primorsky Krai goes from Primorsky Amur, and also joining the unit in Cheetah. Yeah, the fighter which has participated in the attack of Karulun will fly back to Rihi. Yeah, I think it should be right. Let me just check out the situation on the Korean Peninsula. We have 2, 3. Yeah, I think the 2 attack bombers, they are in a good position. So I think I will just leave them in Korea. Yeah, I might need them in the north. Okay. Let me check the non-combat moves, but I think it is the end of the non-combat moves. Just one more check, yeah. Should be fine. All right. Let's go to placement. Then again, we have here these units. So now with improved factories, I'm allowed to place 2 units instead of 1 unit into minor factories. That means the cavalry as well as the mechanized will go to Rihi. Not a big surprise, I think. Oh, I forgot one thing. The light carrier I can place now together with the tactical bomber. I will add it right here. Sorry, it's flipping again. I will add 2 more militia to Kwangtung, having now in total 3 militia there. Sorry, my Ukraine stack here is crashing. So it provides me now 3 militia, 2 mountain infantry, 2 motorized, 2 artillery, infantry, cavalry, and 1 fighter. 2 more destroyers go to Sea Zone 56, joining the heavy cruisers, 2 of them, and the light carrier with the attack bomber. As I mentioned before, the minor factory goes to Siam. It's beautiful because now I can produce 2 more units per turn here. Kamikaze tokens. So these are just a reminder for me that I can use them. I just placed them in Tokyo. Just as a reminder for myself. Leaves me with the militia upgrade. Now that is a very good question, because actually I wanted to place them in Southeast Asia, but as I see the Russians now moving the major factory to Novosibirsk, gives me something to think about. Yeah, I will do the militia upgrade in northern Manchuria. So it gives me 1 more infantry, so I have now 1 infantry in northern Manchuria, 2 militia in northern Manchuria. In Chita we have 1 infantry, 2 cavalry. In Buryatia 1 infantry. Central Mongolia, sorry, not central, it is Karaluan with 2 infantry. Eastern Manchuria, 2 totally unnecessary militias right here. In Western Manchuria we have a cavalry and a militia. Rihi we have cavalry, 1 mechanized, infantry, a fighter. Suyuan we have a militia. Shenzi, the former CCP country, we have 3 infantry, 1 militia in Sichuan, 1 militia in Kwaichou. Kwangtung we do have, I think I mentioned before, you can see it, 3 militia, 2 mountaineers, 2 motorized, 2 artillery, cavalry, infantry, a fighter. Hong Kong we have 1 SNLF, 1 infantry. Burma we have 2 SNLF, 1 infantry. In Siam we have the minor factory, built this turn. 3 militia, 2 militia in Annam Tonkin, and 1 infantry, 2 marines in the Philippines. And what else? Yeah, in, what is it? New Guinea and New Britain we have 1 infantry each. So these are all the land units I have this turn. Let's proceed with the naval units. So what we see on the task marker is in front of the Philippines, so 2 battleships, 3 destroyer, 1 torpedo boat destroyer, 1 fleet carrier, having a fighter and a tactical on board. We have a light cruiser in Sea Zone 135. We have a light carrier, Sea Zone 126. Destroyer and a transport are here as well. In Sea Zone 87 we have a torpedo boat destroyer, a regular destroyer, and a transport. 1 submarine in Sea Zone 122, and last but not least, the very unsuccessful, unproductive 2 submarines in Sea Zone 77. All right. So I think there's just 1 more thing to do, and that is the role for the wartime economy. I will just need a second Japanese dice. I hope I don't see these 2 By the way, I have to thank you, Commander Pumpkin, for rolling this 9 last turn for me. I hope I can have the same number. 8. That's not too bad. That's really good. More than average. So I have 8 from the wartime income, and I mentioned I should adjust the IPP income tracker as well. So let's think about it. We have Burma was worth 1 IPP. That means I will adjust Japan will go up by 1, FEC will go down to 7, so 39. I have to check for the Russians. I think they were at 40, but yeah, let's see. I will check that after this turn. I'm a bit in a hurry today, so therefore I have to rush things a little bit. Philippines, another 2 for Japan, and United States go down by 2. That means 61, sorry, 61. 41 for Japan, and what else do we have? Hong Kong. Hong Kong is worth 2. Another 2 for Japan. Oh, sorry, I think, this was wrong. Sorry, I have to move ANZAC back to 9. They were at 9. Oh no, sorry, at 8. This was my Burma adjustment. I have to do this, of course, for FEC. So 1 loss for Burma, 2 more for Hong Kong. They should be at 11. Just leave me a note in the comment if I am wrong here. So Hong Kong, Burma, Philippines. I think this is all the income increase on the mainland. Then we have New Guinea, which is worth 1. And this will be subtracted from the ANZAC this time. Now it's okay. Japan goes up 44. And then we have, I think, 2 more IPP in Mongolia and Russia. So this is Buryatia with 1, and Karulan, which is also 1. And I think that should be it. So both were Russian territory. So 2 up for Japan, and Russia goes down. Again, it could be 38. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, that leaves Japan with 46 income and 46, and the wartime, the wartime economy was 8, so that leaves me at 54. And I also get wartime income now. Let's check out the sheet, what it says about wartime income. So what we have now is we have the Philippines, which gives me 2, so 56, and we have all of the land territory which is mentioned here, so possession of Kwangtung, Kwangtung, Peking and Hong Kong, 1 each, so that is a total of 5. I had 56, plus 5 is 61. So Japan ends this turn with 61 IPP. Was a quite lucky turn, I have to admit. But I can also see that the Americans will build up now a heavy fleet, as they are now, or as they have reached now wartime income. So I expect a heavy fight in the Pacific Ocean. And of course the Russians will fight back in the eastern part of the country. I think FEC will also be a tough nut to crack, and let's see what will happen with the Dutch East Indies. I'm quite friendly to them now, and they're also to me, so maybe we just leave it like that, but let's see what we have there next turn. Moving things over to Commander Pumpkin. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye bye.